Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Shobha Reddy DK, and in case you guys are very new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hope you like the content. You can browse through the content and you can decide whether you want to subscribe or not. I'm going to take you through my a tour of my house, but mainly the idea is I'm going to take you through all the indoor plants that I have recently bought into my house, and I totally feel it's a great idea to have indoor plants at home. I'm just going to take you through each one of them. I don't have too many, just few of them indoor and a few outdoors. So basically, I'm going to quickly take you through all these plants. So guys, starting with the very first one, so basically this coronavirus season has brought a lot of things along with it. So I've been working from home, and working from home is a bit stressful compared to the other way around. So basically, I really thought about indoor plants. There are a lot of less about having indoor plants. One of the things is, of course, it kind of relieves stress. I was not stressed, but then it's a good idea to have this positive vibes when you look at this living green stuffs at your place. So that's one thing, and of course they purify the air, and not just that, if you have any dust particles or any kind of I'll just show you. We got this as you can see, we bought this Honeywell air purifier it was for around 11,000. So basically, rather than spending money on air purifier, you can actually think about multiple indoor plants which don't need much of lighting, which can survive in lesser sunlight or maybe even in the dark. So I'll just quickly take you through all those plants that I've got. So let's get started. So guys, starting with the very first one. So the original name comes from Ficus lata, commonly known as fiddle leaf fig. Is a species of flowering plant in mulberry and fig family, and its native is from Western Africa. So basically, this grows almost till 12 to 15 meter, 39 to 49 feet, and currently the one which I have got is almost already 3 to 4 feet. And if you like really big leaves and a plant which grows really tall, I think you'll definitely prefer this particular plant. So as I mentioned, these are from the Western Africa lowland tropical rainforest, so they are used to surviving in less light, but they require indirect sunlight and good humidity. These are also known for improving the air quality. So there are many sources leading to indoor toxic air. While most plants naturally absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen, some plants can take this step further and even eliminate toxins and chemicals in your air. So basically, houseplants are super cute and they provide amazing health benefits. Fiddle leaf, specifically due to its broad leaves, it's extremely efficient at purifying air and it's highly rated for indoor office use. Another benefit of fiddle leaf is that it helps control the humidity. So just be sure to put this plant in a bright and a sunny room, as it needs a lot of it, whereas comes to watering, you can water once a week. So guys, let me take you through the next one. Bye. This one is actually, as it looks like, the flamingo. Yeah, the flamingo plant it is, and it's very beautiful. The pot selection was by my husband. So this is one of the a few facts about flamingo lily. According to NASA Clean Air Study, apparently it is pretty incredibly effective at removing airborne formaldehyde, ammonia, toluene, and xylene in your home or office, but unfortunately not the easiest plant to grow indoor. So basically, it's called Anthurium, and it is from the native to Colombia. So one more interesting fact about flamingo lily is it's one of the plants listed in NASA Clean Air Study. One more thing to keep in mind, in case if you have small kids or pets at home, make sure you check the toxicity of any plant that you get home. So when you talk about flamingo lily, the whole plant is toxic. It contains saponins and crystals of calcium oxalate in fine needles, able to penetrate the membranes and provokes painful irritation. Basically, the biggest problem is if it is by any chance consumed by small kids or pets. It is toxic to all mammals.
So make sure if you have kids at home, you can actually direct them not to touch these plants, or better go for plants which are actually not that toxic, which do look beautiful at the same time. But when we talk about toxicity, it looks scary, but the fact is, money plant, which is almost in everybody's house, is also toxic, and even that has got these crystals, and even that, in case is consumed, is pretty toxic, which literally everyone has got at home. So we have to make sure that we just either decorate them in a place where they cannot be reached by kids, or we direct them not to touch it. But when it comes to pets, we can't direct them not to consume it. It's not in our control, so we have to take care of such things.
Then we have another peace lily. This is in my bedroom I've kept. So this is peace lily. I did not get a nice pot for this, so uh, that I plan maybe next time.
So there are many facts behind the peace lily. It symbolizes peace just by its name. It actually converts all negative energies into positive, apparently, interestingly. And it also air purifying. In addition to being beautiful, peace lily plants are benefit. It has got a lot of benefit for your health. They're popular for purifying the air around them. They remove harmful toxins from the air, namely everything from ammonia, formaldehyde to benzene and trichloroethyl. Low maintenance plants, peace lily plants are pretty low maintenance and do not require a lot of attention. All they need is a shady spot and lots of water. It has no overwatering problem. Even if you forget to water your peace lily, it will require, as it is very resilient.
Basically, as you can see, this is in my bedroom, not in the living room. In my bedroom, the light, I'm sorry, the sunlight, indirect sunlight is also very less. So this is a plant which can survive even in the dark. So I thought it's just perfect for the bedroom. But with all the three plants that I have it for my indoor, I actually read most of these are toxic if it is chewed by pets or small kids. So that's one thing that you have to make sure. So next time I'm going to go to nursery, I'm going to get, I'm planning to get either rubber plant or spider plant. Those spider plant is apparently even edible, so it's pretty safe when you have kids at home.
So yeah, I have added few succulents in my bathroom. So succulents can brighten a home any climate. They can improve, purify the air quality. They improve the humidity of your home. They can add fresh oxygen to your environment. They can improve your focus. They can increase pain tolerance. They enhance apparently memory, it seems. Still a lot of pots to be filled, and these are few of the flowering plants that I got it from Wayanad, Kerala, India, and they're pretty easy to maintain, and they grow flowers throughout the season. And this is again one kind of lily. It looks like just bouquet the day it grows a lot of flowers together. And then apparently even I tried few of the kitchen stuffs like ginger, and this is the spring onions. Pretty easy to grow from whatever you get it from market, just with that. And this is the terrace garden of my dad. Apparently every tomato comes from this organic garden. Let it be green chilies, veggies, and even pineapple and grapes he had grown in his terrace garden. I think it's really a good idea if you really love organic.